Hey everybody, just wanted to come in and just show you why and how I make the decision, for example, not tonight, not to go. Really wanted to go tonight, really was planning on loading up and being ready to go. But when I look at Astroperic, and it is my first place to go, you can see that when I click on 5 o'clock, I am showing cloud cover 0%, 17%, 0.9%. So I move into the 6 o'clock hour, that's going up 17, 1, 81%. And if you don't have the pro version, you're just going to see the 0%. And I like to see all three. You can see that as it continues to go into the night, that's cloud cover is actually increasing on that third one. And to understand that, you'd need to go into Astroperic and know that they're using multiple tables now to get that cloud cover. The other thing I do is UDOT here in Utah, the Utah Department of Transportation, has cameras set up throughout the state where you can see roads and roads conditions. So I happen to know that I have a couple cameras here, and I've actually taken images of this, and I'll probably pop over. Let's just bring up my Patreon while we're here, and let's see if hopefully it will come up. Nope, I don't want that. And I've posted what's here, and we're just doing an overview. It's probably not up because I haven't saved it. Okay, so I'd have to go back to my main screen. Not going to do that. We'll get out of that real quick. But I've saved these images because what I do is, for example, as I'm looking here at I-80, here's the Skull Valley. This is the exit to go to Skull Valley. Go about 10 miles south off this exit under that underpass, and right here I can see that it's pretty darn cloudy. That was the road 196 that leads down. That's 196 coming on to eastbound. But when I come here, we'll hit that one. This is of course Sunset. The one I took is a little earlier, so we'll just highlight this, and you can see at 4:40 as the sun's setting here behind the mountains. Cloud cover up here toward Lakeside, or the Knolls, is just, there's a lot going on there. Okay, and then if we go back, we will come back to that. Here is, I'm going to wait for it to come right here. That's eastbound. This is the road that's looking westbound on I-80. This is Skull Valley. This is where some of my northern observing sites are, and you can see here that as of 4:15, the cloud cover, it's just been like this all day. These high, thin cirrus clouds are coming in, streaming in. We get a little bit of a break here and there. There's some openings up there, but then the cloud comes in. It's just kind of, it's probably a good 70%, 60, 70% cloud covered right now. It's not worth me going out even to these sites and taking a look at them. And that's just, so those are, if I can get out of this, those are my northern sites that I go to observe. Okay, when you look at Astroperic, you can see my Skull Valley ones are here, Lakeside was here, so all those are showing pretty good, really good cloud cover from the cameras. When I come over to SR36, this camera, and I get out of here, I can take a look here. These are, I guess I have both I-80. So let me quickly get in here and I will show you. Let me go to weather in my bookmarks, and we will pull, I don't even need to go to weather because I have, sorry. I was looking for the cameras. I believe it's this one. Hopefully this is SR36. It is. I have this saved, SR36 milepost 1788. When I pull that up, in a minute here, we are going to be looking westbound, and I'm going to just stop it right there. Act like I'm going to take a screenshot of this. This is my southern areas. The Vernon site that I go to in the forest land would be over here. This is Lookout Pass right above that little X. And then on the other side of this mountain would be Erickson Pass, a good probably 10-15 miles out, further out that way. And you can see even here with the sun setting, that cloud cover is just out there. It's just sticking out there. And so the other way, that besides Astroperic, which is again showing this, When I look at this, of course, this is Erickson Pass here. I'm showing that extensive cloud cover all the way till midnight. Now, about 1 o'clock this morning, it would be great. Look at that above average transparency, above average searing. Cloud cover is 0. Same thing Thursday. We're looking at a few cloud covers going into the evening. I'll risk it tomorrow. It'll definitely be out on Friday if that holds up. I could look at Lakeside, which is another site that I was showing you up here off 80. Again, it's just showing that cloud cover gets a little bit better toward later in the evening, but tomorrow probably not going there. Cloud cover is just showing just not good until maybe later in the evening. So 54%. No, not going to be going north. I could go north here. I just prefer Erickson Pass. I could go to either place. The other one I won't go on a Friday night. I would go on a Thursday night is the Knolls. That's the farthest one off I-80 out here as soon as it gets over there. Again, you can see that cloud cover's there. It begins to clear out later into the evening. Tomorrow, probably looking a little bit better there. May have to consider that one. When I look at Erickson Pass, my next site, tomorrow evening, again, looking decent there, 6%, just some high wispy clouds probably from off the mountains there. And then Friday night's looking really good. Plus transparency is looking pretty darn good there, above average. Seeing is above average for tomorrow. And then Friday night, as we get into 8 o'clock, well, excellent transparency above average. So that's probably the night I'll go after some Ables. The other thing that I can do is I pull up the National Weather Service, which I've shared before. Here you can see that cloud cover. I have it for Wednesday. It's as of 4 p.m. and then it's just continuing to go on. 1616, yep, and then at 12 a.m. it clears out. It looks like it's going to get a little bit cloud covery tomorrow. I can come up here. This is for the Knolls. You can see it's cloudy, and then that cloud cover again tomorrow night out there. This one would be for Lakeside in Skull Valley, some clouds, and then looks like the clouds are getting worse there for tomorrow. Okay, let me show you why that is. Okay, the other thing that I do is I go to this site, GOLS Image Viewer, and I come down here, and there's a couple you could use. You could use the US West Coast, which I won't use. I prefer the PACUS, and the reason I use the PACUS is because it's covering everything. And I'm just going to go with the animation loop right now. And you can see here that as I wait for this to come in, and we'll wait for it, here's the atmospheric river that's flowing right into Oregon and Washington right now. High pressure is situated out here in the Pacific that's slowly moving east. And because the high pressure is centered off the coast of California, the clouds, you can see, continue just to stream in through here. And they're going to continue to do that through the night. High pressure tomorrow and Friday will move farther over. That will drive these cloud layers back over here, and that's why it's going to clear out, and it's going to be better on Thursday and Friday. So when you use a combination of all the tools, and you know your local area, and you know how the tools all combine, it's a very simple thing for me to say tonight, not worth my time and my effort to drive for an hour and a half, set up, and then have to fight clouds all night. Lakeside's here, my other sites are down here, and you can see it's just not looking good for me tonight. And that's okay. I can handle that. That's just going to be the way it is. So anyway, that's how I do it. That's how I've made my decision. I have done this a little bit more, but that's how I'm doing it. And so if you ever want to be able to know how to make your own decisions about whether it's good to go out or not, I've just showed you the recipes. I'll put the links for this stuff in here so that if you're local here in Utah, you can use this methodology that I do. I've been doing it for 20 plus years, 25 years. It works. You can talk to those that know me close. I'm usually like 98% right on the weather when it comes to observing. So again, it's probably why I'm going to be going south tomorrow and Friday. because the clouds may stick up here on the north, and that could threaten a little bit of the lakeside of the Knolls. And Erickson Pass out here will be really good. So that's where we'll be going. So hopefully your skies are a little clearer out here wherever you are, and that your personal skies are clear. Mine are great, and have a great evening. Talk to you later.